Let's go.
My wristwatch is broken, my shoes are untied. Time is a-ticking, and so is the tide. But I am not worried, things are what they are. Come rain or come shine or a shooting star. I've been to the south, I've been to the north, east and the west, the middle of course. I may have been astray, but I've never been lost, never been beat by the road I've crossed. I guess I've been lucky to some degree, for someone who ate all the fruit from the tree. Stars been aligned and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by. I was born at morning on the first day of June, 1900 and something and two. My mom was a sweetheart, my father was too. They left me a watch and an old pair of shoes. I guess I've been lucky to some degree, for someone who ate all the fruit from the tree. Stars been aligned and my goose hanging high. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by. I'll be okay in the sweet by and by.
Well, what's up guys, this is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and as you can see I've just been out getting my morning chores done. Got the heifers tied up, blowed the moisture off of them, cleaned the dirt out, and I'll leave them tied for a couple hours. Put out a bale of hay. The mini Herefords and alpacas and donkeys, that pen is going through about 1 round bale of hay per week, so it's not too bad. But the goats, man, a bale of hay will last those goats, that small herd, gosh, probably close to a month. I've only put out 1 bale of hay for them. But I went ahead and took the hay forks off the tractor and put my Homestead grapple back on there. That thing stays on here the majority of the time. I have to take it off and put that hay spike on. I probably could just reach down and clamp onto those hay bales, but I have to be able to lift it up and get it in that big hay feeder. And the thing is, so the hay bales that the hay that we had cut on our own property, the guy we hired to bale our hay for us uses a very nice John Deere baler that rolls those hay bales up incredibly tight. They're very dense. The hay that I bought, probably was done on a much lower end hay baler. It's good hay, but it's not very tight. It's very loosely rolled hay. And as you can see, as I was lifting that hay bale up on there, as soon as I cut those strings off, the hay just starts falling apart. Well, obviously the cows are going to eat it off the ground for now, which is fine, but that hay's not going to hold up near as well, near as long. Moisture and rain and stuff will get in it, and it's just stored outside. We're not going to store it for a year. It's just through the winter, so I'm not going to put it in my shop, and I don't really have enough room to store a lot of hay under the add-on here. So anyways, aside from that, I'll give you guys an update on Earl in a little bit. Talk to you about Earl and Bear in that situation, and how I guess I just about broke the internet talking about having one of my dogs fixed, getting a dog neutered. I thought everybody did that. That's pretty common.
Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody.
Anyways, before I do that, I've got to take this tractor over. The other day, when we were looking for Emily's deer, we were riding some of our trails that we really stay out of during deer season, but when we're tracking her deer, I noticed there was a big oak tree had fallen on one of my trails, so I'm gonna take the grapple and a chainsaw over there and clean that trail up so we can get through there. Deer season's pretty much winding down for us. This weekend's the last couple days of rifle season. Archery season will go through the end of the year, plus you've got a special doe season, so we could still do some more deer hunting, but we've got a ton of meat in the freezer, so unless we find somebody that is wanting some meat or needing some venison to put in the freezer, we're probably going to be finished deer hunting for now. But we may do a little pig hunting, I don't know. However, I've got to maintain these trails because I do a lot of controlled burns, and you may see some black here. I've been burning leaves around the house just for safety purposes. It's been incredibly dry, and the leaves have just about all fallen, and they burn really well right now, but I do have to keep the leaves away from my house and the garage and stuff, so just in case there is a wildfire comes through, it doesn't just burn those leaves straight up to our house. We live in a log cabin. It's pretty flammable. So I've been doing a little bit of control burns around the house, but I do a ton of control burns on the rest of my property, and just kind of like rotational, different areas, different years. And I've been building these trails over the last several years to section that off so I can do smaller burns at a time. It's just a little easier, a little safer, and I can kind of rotate throughout the property, and we don't burn the whole thing and run all the animals off. But burning in the timber really helps the soil, it helps the plant life. There's a lot of seeds that just explode to life after you burn some of that leaf litter off the top. And no, we're not going to pile them all up and compost them for the garden. There's about 8 billion pounds of leaves out here. It's just not something we're going to do. So anyways, I'm going to get on tractor and go do some work. One thing I did notice about this TYM tractor, when I've got the grapple on the front, I don't have anywhere to put my chainsaw. I literally have no room in here. Used to, like on an open cab tractor, I was able to put it back down behind the back of the seat and store it there. I'm sure I could strap it on. I could probably lift my seat up and strap it on here. I need to get one of those saw haul mounts. I've seen a lot of folks on YouTube use those. It's a plate that mounts right here, and it's just got a little opening, in your bar from your chainsaw slides down in it. I may look into getting one of those because you always need a chainsaw with the tractor when you live in the timber like this. I'm always cutting trees that have fallen down and limbs and things, so I need somewhere to store that chainsaw no matter what implement I have on the back. Right now I've still got the backhoe on here. I've never taken it off, and I guess I could set my chainsaw in the back bucket, but that just doesn't seem very safe. So I have to figure out something to do with my chainsaw until I can get somewhere to mount it, like that saw haul mount.
Well, I'm tired of trying.
Well, that was pretty simple and easy. I'm telling you what, having a grapple makes life so much better. One thing I didn't get on camera for you guys though, as soon as I got back up in here and got out of the tractor and was kind of looking at the trail, trying to figure out what I was gonna do with that tree, a big boar hog jumped out of this thicket right here. A big, huge male pig. And we're still having lots of hog problems. It's probably gonna be a never-ending story there. But anyways, the trail coming along nicely. As you can see, we haven't used this trail in several months because, like I said, we try to stay out of here while we're deer hunting and stuff and planning for deer hunting and getting ready for deer season. But this trail makes a really good fire break, and I think if I had a landscape rake for the back of the tractor, would work perfect for coming in here and just being able to pull leaves out of the way, open up a 6-7 foot wide path. Then I could easily burn one side, have a fire break down the middle, and leave the other side. And makes it a lot safer for doing controlled burns and such. Plus, trails look so much nicer when they're clean and you don't have logs and sticks and trees and everything. So as you can see, you guys know for the last couple years I've been working on these trails with the intentions of eventually being able to drive a cab tractor back through all of my trails. So we've still got more tree trimming to do and little things, but it's always a work in progress, right? You ever have one of those days where it's like, I'm gonna do this, and then this is my plan, I'm gonna have this done and this done and this done, then none of it happens? Well, project got changed. Now we're on to setting a propane tank for the shop. So let me explain what we're doing and why. Before I say this, the other day I posted a picture on Facebook saying I wanted to basically frame up this end wall of my shop in here from that I-beam, that C-purlin up. I don't want to frame the whole wall. I don't need, have the walls covered. And I wanted some ideas because I want to hang all of our deer mounts and our antlers and basically our hunting memories on this wall. I don't have a big vaulted ceiling in the house anywhere, and I have multiple shoulder mounts, and Emily's got 2 and several other skull mounts. Plus I've got, look at this. So I've got a ton of like European style mounts, like this deer that I killed several years ago. Called him Wide Clyde. Look at that. Isn't that a cool looking deer? Anyways, look at this stack of antlers up here. Most of these are from deer that I either killed when I was a kid, like this smaller one. I'm not gonna try to pull all those down. And then a lot of these, let's see, here's some big ones right here. These, there's a lot of deer antlers like this up there that were my dad's that he had harvested, and most of them, a lot of them, on this property. And I want to be able to display them, so I want to put all of our antlers and deer mounts and shoulder mounts and things in one spot. When I posted that on Facebook, all that brings back to this. A lot of people said, hey, you can't hang your deer mounts on the wall in there. It's going to be too hot, too cold. Temperature changes will mess with it, and moisture and humidity and all that stuff. Well, what I didn't tell those folks. I'm way ahead of you on that one. As you can see, we're having propane put in today because my shop is going to have central heat and air. Now, I know that may seem a little bit excessive, but that's like a dream come true for any man, I feel like. And I want to build having the air conditioner in here will at least pull the humidity out of the air. I don't want to keep it 70 degrees in here year round, but just enough to circulate it, because in the summertime, even with this spray foam insulation, it was over 100 degrees in here. And it's hard to work and do anything. So if we can keep it 80 in the summer and 60 or 55 or 60 in the winter when it's really cold, I'm happy with that. So we had a propane tank delivered today. I wasn't planning on that happening today. I was off working doing other things, and they called and said, hey, we're on our way. And it's a good thing I had the backhoe on that TYM tractor, because where I dug my ditch didn't exactly work out for them. They wanted it moved a little bit, so that was why we were doing that. Yeah. Now I have to go get the kids. Oh, speaking of kids, here's one of them. There's Earl. What you doing, buddy? Hey, Bella, this ain't about you. Bella, no. Here's Earl. Look at him, poor guy, still not hardly using his front leg. Bella, go. But Earl's feeling much, much better. He's still incredibly sore and struggling a little bit. He's just not wanting to put any weight on that leg yet, but he does have stitches in multiple places from his little attack, which is another thing I wanted to talk about. I'm doing a lot of talking here. I guess I almost broke the internet when I said I was gonna have Bear fixed. I don't understand why so many people got so mad at me because I said we're gonna get Bear neutered. Like, I thought that's what most people did to their dogs. Actually, we were planning on getting Bear fixed a long time ago. We just never did. We were too lazy and didn't have a great reason to, other than we just didn't want him breeding other animals, which Bella's fixed. Callie, when she was here, she's not with us anymore, but she was fixed. Gemma, we got Gemma fixed. I mean, DJ's not wanting to get Earl fixed, at least not just yet, because she wants to breed to another female Irish Doodle, which we may end up having to get him fixed eventually. But I don't know why so many people got mad at me because I said we were going to have Bear neutered. I mean, he's a great dog, don't get me wrong, but he is a mixed breed, Anatolian mixed breed. I call him a mixed breed mutt. He's not a mutt. He's a great dog. I love Bear. We're not doing anything to Bear. We're not, like, so many people were in the comments were like, wild, like, they said that's such a horrible thing for you to do to a dog. I hope you don't get in a fight, Daniel, and have to do the same thing to you. I'm like, well, it's just the simple order of things. Bear and Earl are both males, and Bear is a bigger and more dominant male. I know that, but there's nothing wrong with getting him fixed, because I know it looks like we're out here by ourselves, but we do have neighbors within a half mile of us, and they have female dogs, and you know, a male that's intact is gonna travel. And I haven't told you guys this, Bear actually has puppies out there. One of my neighbors has another female Anatolian Shepherd, and there's puppies running around that belong to Bear, and that wasn't supposed to happen. So it was something we needed to do anyways, but this is just trying to help protect everyone, including Bear and Earl. So anyways, Bear is actually at the vet right now. I just loaded him in our cattle trailer this morning because he's not he's not exactly leash trained or crate trained or a car friendly dog. He's actually never really left the farm since he came here when he was a puppy. So I loaded him in the stock trailer because that's what the vet wanted to do. He's heavy. He's probably 85, 90 pounds. So we were just going to leave him in the trailer. She was going to do the procedure there, and then I can go pick him up and bring him back home. So I'm going to go get the kids from school and go get Bear. Made it home with Bear and 2 sleepy kids. I'm gonna check on him real quick. He's pretty heavily sedated right now. She did say he got a little nauseous and threw up, which is just a side effect of the medication to put him to sleep and stuff, I guess. But she did say to go ahead and leave him in the stock trailer overnight, just so he can recover in there. So I'm gonna get him some water, maybe just a little bit of food, and Bear's gonna be just fine. Stay there, buddy. I'm just checking on you. Nope. I just come to check on you. You all right, buddy? Gemma's here to check on you too. Are you checking on Bear, Gemma? You gotta stay here for the night, okay? I'll get you some water. You sure look sad. You poor guy. It's crazy to me that it's already getting dark. These short days are just incredibly tough. I miss those long summer days when it gets dark at 8:30, you know, 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that. But nonetheless, still got a lot done today. I know this video was all over the place. That was not really the plan. It's just some days are like that, you know. You have all these plans lined up and then you have to adapt and overcome, I guess. But anyways, Earl's doing good. He's recovering. Bear is recovering from his little minor procedure. We do have propane hooked up to the shop. We will have heat in there all winter. Can get in there and work. I really wanted to put a wood stove in there, and I still may in the future. Nothing says you couldn't. But the problem with a wood stove, that's a 40 by 50, so that's what, 2,000 square feet, and it's 12 feet tall. If I put a wood stove in that shop, I'd have to come out here, start a fire, and it would take 2 hours to heat the shop up probably. So what I'll probably do, leave the propane heater running, just have it set, thermostat set down really low, keep it 55 degrees in there. And if you want to go out there and work, kick the heater on, and that'll warm it up pretty quick. And with that spray foam insulation, that shop should be pretty energy efficient. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah, so that's all I've got, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.